there is to know about HR. Every framework, every model, every piece of employment law, and still stall in your career. Because at a certain level, what holds HR professionals back is not the knowledge, it is the mindset. And that is exactly what we are talking about today. Welcome. Today we are going to deeply discuss on psychological side of HR careers, the mindset patterns that keep capable people stuck, and the shift that unlocks genuine career progression. These are specific identifiable patterns I can see repeatedly in mid-level HR professionals, and understanding them is the first step to changing them. The first mindset pattern is what I call the helper trap. Most people who go into HR are fundamentally helper personalities. They care about people, they want to solve problems, they get energy from supporting others. That quality is exactly what makes them good at HR. It is also exactly what can stall their career. Here is how it works. Someone comes to you with a problem, your helper instinct kicks in, you solve it, and they go happy. And you have just done their thinking of for them and reinforced your identity as a support function. Over the time, you became the person everyone comes to you for answers, which sounds great, but it prevents you from doing the strategic work that would make you visible as a leader. The mindset shift is from being the person who solves problems to being the person who builds capability. Instead of answering the question, ask what would help this manager handle this themselves next time. Next time a manager comes to you with a people problem, ask them what they think the right answer is before you give yours. Build their capability, not their dependency. The imposter pattern. The second mindset pattern is imposter syndrome. In HR, it takes a specific form as you become the more senior, the scope of your role expands obviously. You are suddenly doing in the rooms with CFOs and MDs talking about business strategy, and a voice in your head says, I'm just HR, what do I know about business strategy? Here is what I want you to understand. The voice is not wisdom, it is conditioning. You have spent years studying the most complex system in the organization, human behavior. You understand motivation, team dynamics, leadership, culture, change, all that determine whether a business strategy succeeds or fails. When you are in that boardroom, you are not out of your depth, you are looking at the strategy through a lens that nobody else in the room has. The imposter pattern dissolves when you stop asking whether you belong in the room and start talking what unique perspective you bring it to you. Before the next senior meeting, write down one insight about the people implications of the agenda that nobody else in the room is likely to raise. Then say it. The visibility mindset. The third mindset is the hardest for most HR professionals. Allowing yourself to be visible. Most HR people are naturally modest. They do the work, they bring things happen behind the scenes, and they are uncomfortable with self progression and promotion. But invisibility is a career killer at mid level. You need to get comfortable with narrating your impact, not boasting, but connecting your work to outcomes in a language that leadership notices. This means writing a brief update of your HRD about the retention program you ran and what it saved. It means speaking up in the leadership team meeting when there is a people angle in the business missing. It means having a point of view and sharing it. Even when it is uncomfortable, visibility is not vanity, it is a professional responsibility. When you have insight that the organization needs, which of these three patterns do you recognize the most in yourself? Drop it in the comments. There is no wrong answer, and I promise the conversation is safe here. Subscribe if you want more HR content on the psychological side of HR career progression. Next week, we are talking about the resilience and burnout in HR, a conversation this community really needs to have. See you there. Thank you.